Good morning, everyone. To my honorable lecturer and all of my friends, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Fabian Salahi from Marine Science class of 22. Today, I want to take you to a place we call home, Sibolga, and the beautiful lands of Central Tapanuli. For generations, we have lived in the shadow of majestic hills and beside a peaceful sea. We are proud of our negeri berbilang kaum. However, in recent times, that peace has been broken. We have seen the sky turn dark, and instead of a gentle rain, we witness a disaster that brought our city to its knees. Many call it a natural disaster, but if we look closer at the muck and the giant blocks blocking our street, we realize something painful, that nature is not the enemy. We are humans, the ones who broke its balance. Today, let us talk about the real cause of the recent floods. From my opinion, the disappearing forest of our hills is because of the humans itself. To understand why this is happening, we must understand how our environment works. The hills that we talk later is surrounding Sibolga and Tapanuli Tengah are not just necessary. They are our protection. In a healthy environment, trees act like a giant. Natural sponge. And why do we call it looks like a natural sponge? It's because their roots hold the soil tightly, and their leaves break the fall of the heavy rain. When the rain hits a healthy forest, the water didn't just go straight to the soil. The water is absorbed slowly into the ground. But what happens when the trees are gone? What happens when illegal logging and land clearing leave our hills bald? When the heavy rain hits a bald hill, it means that no more trees in the hill. There is nothing to stop the water. The water does not soak into the ground. Instead, it rushes down the slope with incredible speed. It takes the soil with it, creating a landslide. It takes the leftover logs from illegal cutting, they take the mud, and this is exactly what we saw recently. We call it banjir bandang. A wall of water, mud, and wood that destroy everything in its path. That's banjir bandang. I want all of my listeners to imagine the fear of our brothers and sisters during those recent floods. Let's imagine when you at home, you just reading a book and play a smartphone, and when you just enjoying your moment, uh, and in just a few minutes or just few seconds, the water rise above your head. Imagine the sound of heavy logs hitting your house, hitting the walls of your house. Of course, people lost their house in this tragedy. Students lost their books and uniforms, and small business that people worked so hard to build were gone in a single night. This is the heavy price that people of Sibolga and Central Tapanuli have to pay for the greed of a few men. When we cut down the trees in the mountains for short-term profit, we are I'm sorry. We are actually selling the safety of our children. Those logs that we have talked later, when we saw it floating in the floodwaters, when not just piece of wood, they were the. I said, I think it's the evidence of a greed, the greed of some men. They remind us that nature has a limit, and we have pushed it too far. So, where do we go from here? We cannot just sit and wait for the next rain with fear in our hearts. We must act. What act can we do? First, we must demand an end to illegal logging in the hills of Tapanuli Tengah. Our forests are not for sale. They are our life support. And the second, we must start the long journey of reforestation. We need to plant more trees, so today that our children can sleep safely tomorrow. And finally, we are the future. We must be the generation that cares. We must learn about our environment and speak up when we see it being destroyed. Let's use our voice. Of course, our phone that we can reach the social media to spread the awareness, not just about the beauty of Sibolga, but about the need to protect it. In the conclusion, the floods in Sibolga are a wake-up call for all of us. The hills are crying, and the floods are their tears. We love our city, we love our coastline, but we must also love our forests. Let's work together to bring the green back to our mountain. Let's make sure then when the rain hits again, it is a blessing for our farmers and our garden, not a disaster for our homes. Disaster maybe shape our history, but our action of today will shape our future. Let's protect Sibolga, and not just for Sibolga, but for every forest in Indonesia. Let's protect our home. Thank you very much. Fabian Sulalahi, goodbye.